Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode those boring corporate filings to find the hidden stories. Today we are diving into an 8K report, which usually means something important happened. This filing is from Grayscale Zcash Trust, ticker symbol ZEC now. Usually 8K reports cover major stuff like mergers, bankruptcies, or executive changes. But this one is a little different. It is about a corporate reorganization of its sponsor. So what exactly is happening here? Grayscale investment sponsors who manage this trust, they went through an internal corporate reorganization. Think of it like a company restructuring its internal parts to operate more efficiently or to set itself up for future growth. Essentially, the company that oversees Grayscale investments, which in turn oversees the sponsor of the Zcash Trust, has made some changes. The main takeaway is that Grayscale Investments Incorporated, a newly formed company, is now the one in charge of managing GSIs, the sponsor. This also means a new board of directors has been elected for Grayscale Investments. The good news for us as investors is that the filing states, and I quote, "We do not expect the reorganization to have any material impact on the operations of the trust." That is always good to hear. Now, who's behind all this? The document states that DCG Grayscale Holdco incorporated Grayscale Investments GSY. GSO and GSIs are all consolidated subsidiaries of Digital Currency Group Incorporated. So this reorganization is happening within a larger group of companies. The key people we see mentioned here include Barry Silbert, Mark Schiffke, Simon Costa, Peter Mintzberg, and Edward McGee. Edward McGee is signing off on this report as the Chief Financial Officer for Grayscale Investment Sponsors, LLC. One quick note on this filing, Grayscale Zcash Trust is marked as an emerging growth company. This means they can use some extended transition periods for new accounting standards, which is usually an indication that they are a younger company or a newer entity within the broader financial landscape. But what does this reorganization actually mean for the Grayscale Zcash Trust itself, and by extension for those of us invested or interested in ZEC? Well, as the report clearly states, there is no expected material impact on the trust operations. This reorganization seems to be an internal shuffle within the management structure rather than a change affecting the trust's fundamental business or its underlying asset, which is Zcash. It is like changing the engine oil in a car without touching the tires or the steering wheel. However, it is always worth keeping an eye on these types of structural changes. Sometimes, even if there is no immediate impact, they can be a precursor to future strategic shifts or operational adjustments. In this case, it appears more about consolidating control and management under a new corporate entity within the Digital Currency Group umbrella. Barry Silbert heading up the new board is a significant point, given his prominent role in the digital asset space. Now, we typically look for financial tables in filings like these, but this 8K is focused on a corporate event, not quarterly financial results. So, there are no tables here to dissect in terms of revenue, profit, or loss. The real story here is about governance and operational structure. While there are no numbers to crunch, the clear statement about no material impact on trust operations is the most crucial piece of information for investors in Grayscale Zcash Trust. It suggests stability in the short term. Looking at the broader picture, Grayscale as a company has been instrumental in offering institutional access to digital assets. Their Zcash Trust, or ZZH as it is traded, provides a way for investors to gain exposure to Zcash without directly holding the cryptocurrency. The move towards this corporate reorganization might signal a desire for clearer lines of management and reporting within the Grayscale ecosystem. Especially as the digital asset market continues to mature and face increased regulatory scrutiny. The fact that this reorganization is happening internally within Digital Currency Group, Inc., and doesn't appear to be driven by external pressures or a change in Zcash's market position is a positive sign for the stability of the trust itself. It is a step to streamline their operations. So, to sum it up, Grayscale Zcash Trust investors can breathe a sigh of relief. The recent corporate reorganization of its sponsor does not appear to be a cause for concern. It is a structural housekeeping matter that should not disrupt the trust's operations or its ability to track the performance of Zcash. What is your take on these internal corporate shifts within the digital asset management space? Do you think these reorganizations signal future growth, or are they just routine corporate actions? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more in-depth analysis of financial documents. We also have a growing community over on Discord, so make sure to check that out too and join the conversation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.